8-minute AMRAP of burpees over a plate and plate ground to overhead. We're doing a ladder of 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 6, as far as you can get for 8 minutes. 2-minute rest, and then another 8-minute AMRAP. We've got burpees onto a plate and back squats with a plate. Same ladder reps, 2, 4, 6, 8, as far as you can get. So in the burpees, what I like to think about myself is finding a pattern for my feet, something where I can keep moving and I don't have to stand there and psych myself up to do a big long jump over my plate or over my object. Make sure that plate isn't going to drag you forward too much. Keep your chest up really tall so your back doesn't get too tight. If you don't have a plate, you can use a dumbbell, a kettlebell, even a barbell. Just ground to overhead so you can clean and jerk, you can snatch, you can do whatever you want, and then just jump over your object for your burpees. Start with your hands on the ground. You go front leg straight, bend back down, inside elbow to the floor, inside hand up to the sky, and then I turn into Cossack and change sides here, staying nice and low, then turn down and start it on the other side. Front leg straight, inside elbow down, inside arm up to the sky, into Cossack, and back over.
Two, one, rest.
I'm really glad the second one doesn't have arms.
What's your plan when you've got intervals and you've got about a 2-minute rest in between?
Breathing as much as possible, ideally not talking to a camera, but that's life. And then I want the second workout to start at the same kind of pace I finished the last one. I don't want to sprint at like the start of a new workout. I got to have the same mindset of keeping my feet moving, keeping the transitions really efficient, because there are lots of transitions at the start with the small sets. Yeah.
Alright, you got 25 seconds.
Whew.
3, 2, 1, let's get it. 3, 2, 1, done.
That was fun.
What was harder, the first bit or the second bit?
They're very similar, but the first one is shoulders and the second one is quads. Yeah. Whew.
That's good.
Yeah. And feet, for some reason. My arches always cramp up. But yeah, the burpees in the first one, they don't feel bad in the first one, but they definitely catch up to you in the second one. Whew. I found a very specific muscular fatigue. Like in the first one it was very much just my shoulders wanted a break, and in the second one it was like my quads want a break rather than my lungs. So it was good to just push through that because you get a bit of a reprieve from that type of fatigue as soon as you switch movements. Going out in the first half and feeling like you're comfortable because you know it's going to get harder and you know you're going to have some kind of mental reserve to push in the second half. So I think if you keep your feet busy and you keep moving and you just kind of go with it in the first half, then when the second half comes, you know you've got something left to attack it, and that's where you really get the fitness gains, is pushing in that second half when you're tired. So what's helping me at the moment when my schedule is pretty much non-existent is trying to stick to a routine, because I normally come in after work and I train and I have the whole crew there ready to motivate me and it's great. So without that, I'm finding I really have to stick to every day keeping that same time. So the end of my work day, that's when I train. I have to go and start working out by 5 PM and not just sit on my computer and keep working. And that little semblance of routine keeps me moving. And then also trying to stay in contact with people, coming to Dux Brew and grabbing a coffee, joining one of the Zoom calls, just actually seeing people's faces helps so much. So stay in touch.